Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to World 2 3-Star Guide for Overcooked 2. World 2 I think is a little bit more challenging than World 1, but I hope this video will help you get 3 stars on any levels. World 2. Starting with World 2, Level 1 or 2-1, as you can see, you will start on 2 separate rafts, which is important with the throwing mechanic, as you can see that you will throw back and forth. So what helped with me and Owen as a tip is that the person that is chopping, so Owen, would tell me, I need chicken, I need a potato, I need this, I need that. And I would say, okay, and then I would throw him a chicken, or I would throw him a potato, and he would chop it and throw it back. So that really helped, and he would also pay attention to the orders and I would make sure that the combos and that the orders were correct. This one's pretty easy and simple. Going into 2-2 or World 2 Level 2, starting with in a hot air balloon where you have 3 balloons that you'll be transitioning from. Getting a little harder with having one balloon being meat and noodles and one hot air balloon having to be seafood and a chopping block with all the big main one with all the pots. Now what was a little hard in my opinion, was having that the middle hot air balloon moves, as you can see. Now, having a defensive being hard, you could say that it moves, so let's say you had an order and it was at the top. Well, we can't really do anything about that because it's, at the top and you can't serve it because it's at the bottom. The other thing that a tip is to assign who's going to go what to who. So let's say I wanted to do, or I could do the meat one, and Owen was like, okay, I'll do the seafood one. And it also focus on the combos. When you beat 2-2, you open the Kevin 2 level, which is one of the second of many secret Kevin levels hidden in all over Overcooked. Having trouble 3-starring it, head over to the Kevin 3-Star Guide. Moving on to 2-3 or World 2 Level 3, a little challenge in my personal opinion, with having both people in separate air balloons. But what gave us a help is to Owen throwing ingredients over to me so I could cook them. Also, for the other person, is to chop the ingredients on their side, like Owen just did, and then throwing the chopped ingredient over. that helped me a lot, so I didn't have to chop it myself. Also, since you can't throw dishes over, you would place them at the bottom, like I just did. There's a mushroom pasta at the bottom. What helped us was just so that Owen would pay attention to what the orders were and throw what I needed over, and then all I had to do was put the plates on, and he had to serve them in the right order. Again, that's with the combo. Moving into World 2, Level 4 or 2-4, introducing burritos. They were in Overcooked, but they're not very new to the game, but they got a whole new texture, which is really nice. This level was not as challenging as, in my opinion, that the one person on the left would cook the rice and the person on the right would cook the meat, wash dishes. What helped us is to throw. We would throw the rice over to the person on the left, and the person on the left would throw mushrooms over to the person on the right. A tip is that you would have to keep your combos up and make sure you keep track of your orders, and probably assigning orders like, oh, I'm going to do this mushroom one and I'm going to do this meat one. It's probably not the best idea. I would try your best to work together on this one. When you get past 2-4, you open up Kevin 3, which is the third of many Kevin levels hidden in Overcooked. And if you want to see that as well as Kevin 2, check out the 3-star guide for all the Kevin levels. Now on to World 2 Level 5, this being more difficult than 2-4, in my opinion. But instead of cooking with mushroom in the burritos, you're going to be cooking with chicken. Now, the only thing you might have trouble with is how the ingredients will move back and forth like it just did, and that there's a big old crack in the middle. You might fall through, maybe because of your boosting, or like this, you hit each other off. Really, a tip is that you can throw the ingredients, maybe like throwing rice over to the pots, like Owen will, the red one, and also throwing ingredients like chicken or meat down to the chopping board. Also, keep your combos up and make sure everything is in order. Lastly, World 2, Level 6, the last level of World 2. This one introduces burgers, which is a recipe in the last game, Overcooked. A tip that me and Owen use, again, like we just did, throwing. Throwing helped us a lot in this level because the middle will turn. As you can see, I think it's going to turn here soon. There we go. A tip that we used as throwing was not to have two people on the same side. You can do two people on the same side if it's horizontal, where the railroad starts to end, where it's vertical, I'm sorry. You can kind of just barely inch yourself around where it's vertical, but I wouldn't risk it because you could fall. So I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you want to see more because we're going to post more of these 3-star guides. I really hope it's helping you try to get 3 stars on all the levels to get the achievement, and have a good day.